Hello again. Welcome to my very windy day. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, and if I shout it's because we're going to get a microburst. I'm going to throw some trees in one of these, I think. First of all, I'm going to give myself, another little container. Give myself some background, some tree trunk color, which would be Where's My Anita's. I don't know if that's it or not. A little bit of black, a little bit of gold, a little bit of copper. And hopefully, when I mix that with a little skewer, it might not be dark enough. I can always add a little more black, because I'd like it to look like it's a bit in shadow. Hopefully that doesn't dry too quickly. So I'm going to do my trees with some pale green, some green gold, some Kelly green, some folk art minty green. That's another color shift just like the green gold. Some metallic green, just craft paint. And do what I always do, which is add a little something something for difference. And I'm thinking maybe a little bit darker. That almost splooged out. And I've got to be careful not to lift that. The wind's going to take it right into my painting, which is kind of okay at this point if I clean it, if I catch it. If I don't, it'll be an issue. Alright, so I'm going to have to pick one of these. I'll leave the other one intact. And I'm going to use my skewer. Maybe I'm just going to put a whole lot more black on one side of that. And then see what happens. Let's put a tree right on the top of this hill. I may need a thinner skewer too. Let's just start with... because I keep thinking how neat it would be to have it go in front of the sun. And I hope I'm right. I kind of want a skewer with an actual point on it though, which is looking few and far between at this point. I'm just going to let that go up as high as I can. I'm going to put my dot down for my new branches before I want to connect it. That way I don't get a huge, heavy line, because I want a thin line. Who knows, there might only be one tree in this scape. I could change my mind too. I do often. So let's just grab a little tiny spoon. These are on my Amazon link. Grab a little bit of everything. That looks kind of interesting. Put some blobs down. And then just nudge them around and hope it works. And the blobs are big enough so that I can use the dull end of my skewer and just add some dots here and there. So it's a cute tree. It's another cutesy thing. Where's my... I think I can handle a little more stem, a little more trunk. And if I want another tree, where am I going to put it? And do I love the one that I've got, or do I want to put some other color in there like turquoise or dark? Where's my container? That's the thing about going blind. There it is. Cool. Found you. Instantly picked up some copper. I have to like it, you see. If it doesn't float my boat, I'm going to have to do something about it. Alright, so there's one tree down, and I have to make up my mind if I'm completely happy with that or not. And I'm not unhappy with it. I think it might be cool to have another tree. Just the decision about where that wants to go is difficult for me right now. And I can't really catch this quick enough to wipe it off, so I hope it turns out alright. I'm going to put fewer branches. See if I can get to this a little quicker. Grab some of the lighter color when I feel like I need a little bit of highlight. Can always add some more back again too. Kind of want to put another tree below that, but in order to do that at this point I kind of also want to see what it's going to look like. Just going to take a little tiny bit more. I've got a nice drip right there on my spoon that I almost flicked into the painting. Let's see, one more at least. But where's it going to be? Good question. No idea. Let's see what that looks like. I get pretty paint in my dish. That's not bright enough by any stretch. So I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I've got some of that bright color. I'm going to use my skewer to wind the color around it. And then make a small adjustment up above. Now I'm doing it the exact opposite way that I have done. Can make adjustments because the painting's dry, and that's cool. I can use my lumpy-ended skewer to pick up some more colors. Which I'd like to be purple, and there isn't very much for me to pick up. Hopefully you can hear me over the racket of the wind. So that's one and done, I hope. Kind of want another little area down here. So that's what that looks like. They're a little primitive. Whoops. Wow. Okay, we don't want that. That just went right in. Maybe that's where my tree's going to have to go. I never did give myself a damp rag today, so pardon me while I do that. That would not be a good thing, to not be able to have a wet rag. So I'm going to have to turn this around and decide if I want conifers which I kind of do actually. I'm just going to use purple and green together and hope that that does it with whatever else is in there. And I'm going to decide where they're going to go. Hopefully. And if they're not dark enough, then I'll darken them up. Or lighten them up. Try and make sure there's a few different things in there. I've got a filament hanging off of that. Come here, you. I like these long, tall, skinny trees that look like evergreens. They need to be bigger in the foreground if they're going to recede. I'm going to make a little tree wall. I like tree walls. Just right up the hillside. I'm trying to knock most of the paint off so I don't have as much. Really don't want that much right there. And then all I'm going to do is grab a little tiny bit of this black. Actually, I'm going to throw some purple in there because that's the shadow color I like better still. It's probably not even going to show. Just going to put a dot at the bottom, and when I get most of the paint knocked off, maybe I'll put a shadow in. I like that painting I did with the shadow. Yes, the shadow does it. I like the shadow. I'm not even going to try and connect that dot. There's a good chance I'd be better off waiting until tomorrow if I wanted really badly to put a tree trunk under anything. I think the shadows will imply that they're there. They do kind of look like they're floating right now. I kind of like that. That might be it. Other than whatever refinements I add tomorrow. I gotta get rid of that skewer. It's just in my hand every time I want something and it's the wrong skewer to have. Question is, should I add a little bit of highlight to those trees? I've got amazing colors in my dish. Actually, I have another painting hanging around. Now let's put a little tiny highlight. And because I added it right into the other paint, it'll help change the color a little bit. Just on the opposite side from the shadow. And then gives it a second to adjust in there, and then do a little manipulation. one beyond the hill. Kind of feel like there should be more over somewhere else, like coming down here. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know, they're looking kind of too uniform in my opinion. I like this purple, and I kind of think I want to play with it a little bit. I might be sorry. Just going to put a little purple right at the bottom. Give them a little dimension with that color change. Well, that was quick. I guess I was having fun. So this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, asking you if you wouldn't mind if you could try and watch the video all the way through, or more of it. That is the one piece of important information that the YouTube algorithm operates on that might give me better placement. And since I have 86,000 subscribers but only a couple hundred people viewing at a time, makes me think I could use a little help, and I would appreciate that. Which reminds me, I also run a monthly drawing, and this month there's 15 paintings in there, and you can see the prizes on the last video on the end screen of any video of mine, because I change them out, and I'll turn that around for you too. And if you win by making a $10 or more donation to help support the studio, you will be allowed to choose 3 of them. So look for PayPal or Patreon on my channel header, or on the as links underneath the video under Show More, where you can also find my paint pouring recipe, and Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links. If you're looking for a Facebook group, check out Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group for Students, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Totes, and more. If you find the Shop Now button there, it'll take you to my Fine Art America and Pixels.com site, where you can see what I've been posting since 2013. What else? Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors has these So Far So Good edited pictures from my YouTube wet and dry artworks. They're not all there. If you're interested in making a purchase or taking a class, I do give classes at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. I do sell my artwork. My email address is directly under the video, and if you give me a hashtag number and a date for whatever you're interested in, I can find it very easily, and when you email me, I'll send you a better picture of it than the thumbnail. I love you guys. There's Teespring clothing that's mine underneath the video, and any shopping you do, including on the Amazon link under Show More, at no added cost to you, by the way, helps me out. And I'm just making art supply money and my car payment right now. So if you want to help me out, I so appreciate the help you've given me so far, and I so appreciate the wonderful comments you guys give me. I just got to fix that one spot. And maybe a couple others, because I don't think I need all of that. I kind of want to drag lines back and forth too. Well, if they need some tweaking, I'll do that tomorrow. We have trees. I love you guys. Like I said, there's 86,000 of you, or within 100 or so. Check my playlists. I'm a creative playlist on my channel for 1,200 videos, organized by 11 with 100 in, and genres. I love you guys. Hopefully you can see all of that. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, saying I'll see you soon. Hopefully tomorrow. Check the community board for tomorrow's video posted, or Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group. I love you guys. Bye for now. See you anon.